So the next part of my Tormach project here is when I bought this used, all of these weight covers were destroyed. So I could have bought brand new ones, but I wanted to try and make some telescoping ones. So these are made out of stainless steel. So I did model all the motion to make sure that I could get full motion out of the machine. So I have a solid cover here. There's no reason for that to move. And then two telescoping ones. So to make them work correctly so they move evenly, I did design a scissor mechanism underneath there. And then got this motion to work. So it's all stainless steel, and then these are stainless steel shoulder bolts that hold it together. I pulled a lot of inspiration from different covers online. So this rear y-axis one was challenging because when it's fully closed, it's pretty tight, so it had to have a lot of separate covers. So we'll see how this comes out. Okay, so while I'm going to be waiting for some parts, these are all the parts made by Oshcut for my telescoping way covers. So I'll get these all unpacked and then try to dry fit these together. Okay, so I got all the parts unpacked. These are the shoulder bolts and screws from McMaster Carr. So this is going to be the y-axis front cover. Instead of telescoping, it's just going to be a fixed piece. I've seen some other people do this, but this is 304 stainless. One thing I'm going to have to do is drill and tap these holes so I can mount this to there. And then we have the back of the z-axis. Or y-axis, I'm sorry. This one will be the most complicated to put together because it's got the most pieces because there isn't that tight of a gap there at the back. So this will be the back mount, I believe. Or no, this is the front mount. There. And then this piece will go on the back. I'll have to weld that on there. And then these little brackets are going to go on these different ways here. So I have to weld these on, and then I have some scissor mechanism that'll get mounted, and I'll have some shoulder bolts in order to keep it open and closed. So they open and close together. So I have to do a little cleanup on these parts, a little bit of polishing, and then I can get this together. So I think the first thing I'll do is tap the holes in here. So drill and tap these carefully, and then get this front axis cover done. All right, let's mark these holes here. There we go. Let's get a couple clamps. try a little bit fresher drill bit. There we go. List of things I need to order. All right, so let's try this with this tap very gently as to not break this tap. A little bit at a time. There we go. Okay. All right, gotta go a little deeper. See how well. Nice. Okay. Very slowly. 2 top ones. And there it is.
However, I was again frustrated by failure.
And I'm never going to get that out.
A few moments later.
Alright, so off camera I did a little modification to the back plate. I had to make the holes a little bit bigger. 5mm screws. So it fits right in there. So now I have to put the front plate in. Which I don't know how necessary this really is, but I designed it, so I'm gonna put it in there. So hopefully I don't break another tap. Probably should have made these out of aluminum because they would be easier to tap, but you live and you learn. But this is 16 gauge, 304 stainless, so that won't get destroyed. There's a gap there, a little gap there, so this can move front to back. So I'll mark the holes with this and try it. Hopefully I don't break any more taps. Let's mark these holes. crooked. Slowly. Just gonna break this tap. Oop. So I ran out of some battery on my phone recording, but luckily this time I got all of these tapped without breaking a tap, which is nice. So this is all in. So I got some space here so I can move back and forth. I have to order some more parts, so I think I'll order a new piece in the back and I'll retap it, but there's the cover for the front. Now I can get to drilling and tapping the holes in this one. These are 4mm, and then these need to be tapped for 4mm, and assembling the scissors mechanisms for both the Z and I think it's the Z and the Y axis. So we'll get moving on this here.